Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I'm here with
TBA
once again, and we're going to be launching some rockets, but first I'm going to go over here into the administration building to look at these. So, what is this?
Alright, what do these do?
Well, they do a lot of things. So, we can't do this one, for science, but open source tech program. Takes 5 science gains from contracts, yields, reputation. Let's see, operations, aggressive negotiations. Okay, no, this is the one. Takes 5% of reputation gains and yields science. So...
Oh.
This is what I want to do.
Like, what's the thing with reputation? Like, does it matter?
What it does is more reputation means better contracts. And and also you can use reputation for things like this. Which, you know, I'd like to do reputation related things. Hey, TJ. TJ also just got the game. He's been crashing things.
I think my current ship might be a contender for the Mon.
Oh.
Well, we're gonna probably go there today. I'm tempted to do this, though that's pretty steep for a setup cost. Either way, I'd like to do it with this. I'm not really using it. I'm not worried about reputation, really. But...
So should I orbit around the Kerbal first and then go to the moon, or should I just head straight for it?
You should go around and then go. Okay, so I'm gonna commit. You'll see my reputation drop. This is not a very good indicator of how much I have. In fact, it doesn't show very much.
Like, the blue is your science, and then the middle is your money, right?
Yeah.
And then the
No.
Far.
Blue is science, middle's reputation, this is spaces.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm gonna do the commitment on this.
So
Be
that
sure you
whole
want to
thing is
activate the strategy. It
reputation.
can't be modified once activated. Setup cost 55 reputation. Yes. Bam. So that dropped a little bit.
Oh. Okay, now I see how that works up there.
And now we just have one active strategy, which with a non-upgraded administration building is all you can have. So, anyways, we've got 115 science. Is that enough for us to get anything? I don't really care about the aerodynamics, and I have... Oh, I don't have this. Miniaturization. Unless I really need one of these, I'm not going to bother, because the next thing I want to get is this, which has the actual decent solar panels.
Mm-hmm.
And this is 160. Also, I need this, because that's another thing, it's another thing we can use to get science.
Okay.
So I want this, and then I want this. What is this? Oh, cool.
Whoa. So is that stuff for, like, mining?
This... I don't know, actually. There's survey scanners.
I think I saw Scott Manley use something like that to scan the surface for ores and stuff.
Yeah, I know you can do that with certain, Oh yeah, this is a survey scanner.
And he put, like, a satellite in orbit.
Mm-hmm. That's something for the future. That's 300 science. Large volume containment. Advanced metalworks, so these stack separators, giant girders, shielded docking ports, and a quadcoupler. Composites, so a giant protective shell.
The giant
metal
giant
things.
fairy.
And then the inline clampetron, which is actually fairly useful. Fuel systems,
Advanced
getting
fuel.
bigger RCS fuel tanks.
And there's the giant booster fuel.
Yeah, the jumbo. That used
That's
to
like
be
the
the biggest.
space.
That
the
used to
space
be the
shuttle.
biggest tank in the game,
Oh,
but it's not anymore. It's not even close.
There's a bigger one now. Heavier rocketry.
Well, yeah, because you start out with
You start out with
general, advanced, heavy, heavier, very heavy.
very heavy rocketry. That's funny. What is that? Oh, that's like
This is the nuclear engine. Yeah.
Boom.
Anyways, let's see what we've got at Mission Control. What do we have active? We have 4 contracts active. Explore Minmus, so what we've got to do is, we have to rendezvous 2 vessels and dock them in the orbit of Minmus. Which isn't hard, I guess. We just need to get 2 vessels out there. We need to plant a flag on Minmus. We have to ferry 6 tourists, and then we have to rescue this guy. Oh, we actually have to bring this guy back. So, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do.
I just got an idea for the Minmus thing.
Yeah?
So, you send out a little lander, but you have a docking port on it so you can get out, plant the flag, and then you fly the lander up to a station around Minmus.
Yeah, and I agree. Here's what I'm going to do, though. So, I'll do that one later. I want to do this one first. Plant flag.
Plant flag on button.
Because I can do that. I know I can do that. And I need to adjust these. It wants us to build another space station.
Another. Ooh, cool.
But I don't feel like doing that. Empire relay. So we can do this. That'll get us a little bit of science.
In an adjusted orbit.
Maintain stability for 10 seconds. I think I can do this. For Empire 1 relay. I think... do I have 2 things that are called Empire 1 relay? Because that might be an issue. Hold on.
I think so.
Oh boy. Yeah, I do.
Uh-oh. So, can't you just rename one?
Yeah, I will rename one of them and see which one it wants me to do.
So, like, maybe Empire 1 Relay 1 or Empire 1 Relay 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna rename this number 2. Number 2. This has plenty of fuel in it, though, so I hope it's this one. Rename vessel Empire 1 Relay 2. Accept. Okay, let's go back to the space center.
Could you...
What?
Could you share sound?
Oh, yeah. Call... Share system sound. Right. Hopefully you guys don't get an echo, but... Can you hear the crickets?
Yep, I can hear crickets.
Okay, smush the crickets. Okay. Okay, so presumably it's just this one. Alright, so I'll do this one real quick, and then I also want to do... Wait, Empire 1? Hold on. Let me see this thing real quick.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't know what Empire 1 is.
Does it want the actual rocket?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
I don't remember what this is.
It's just like the rocket.
Yeah, it is. I don't even know if it's controllable. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's right. Oh. It's got fuel. It's controllable. All right, we're doing that contract too. All right. Back to the contracts building. Back to mission control. I forgot the thing has fuel. All right, mission control.
So for the people there, I've been learning how to put satellites in orbit.
Mm-hmm.
And I made some really cool looking satellites.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. And I'll do sort of multiple things at once, but the first thing I need to do, so in order to plant that flag on Mun and rescue what's-his-face, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on. I need to open something big. Not cougar. Elephant, maybe? Let's see. Is this what I need? And this has a remote control unit in it, right? Yes. Alright, so I will need this later. Because the lander, which... What did I name the lander?
Dude, you need the Kerbal Cruiser.
Oh god. That thing was ridiculous.
Dun, dun.
Yeah. Not the space bucket. Tiger 1 was
The music in this game is fun.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean,
What about the trench coat?
I don't think this is a lander. No, oh, it is, but it's not a manned lander. What the hell is
To the
my,
Mun, Part 1.
What the hell is my manned lander?
Definitely not the bug.
No.
Was
Oh,
it
you
the
know what? I
canoe?
think it was the elephant too, because I just modified the darn thing. Yeah. Okay, so
Oh,
this
cool.
is the manned lander. The only thing is, I want to include a remote control module on this. So I'm going to include it underneath here. And the reason for doing that is because I want to fly this thing to... Okay, that's not what I wanted.
Whoa.
It just became one with the fairing. I need to get this right in the middle. I need to sort of guesstimate it right in the middle. Good lord. Alright, so there's that. Here's our lander.
Woo.
So I'm just going to save this as the Elephant 2. What we're going to do, we're going to fly this thing out there. We're going to rendezvous it with the station, transfer Hubder from the station to this, land it, have him plant the flag, and then bring it back. But
Alright, let's do
But
it.
we're gonna bring it back. Here's the other bit. We're gonna bring it back via Minmus. We're gonna fly it to Minmus, rendezvous it with the other thing, and then bring it home. And actually, I'm gonna do something slightly different because I want to change this. I need a material. I need a yeah, one of these. No, stop doing that. Good.
It wants to be one with the fairing.
That's not good either. That's even worse. It really does.
Right there?
Just no. Okay, where's the middle? Where's the central part on this? It's you. Alright, so move. There. Then put this up top, and then open this. Put this in here. Sure, that works.
Perfect.
And I do kind of want more batteries.
Is that the Science Junior up on top up there?
Yes.
This thing looks top heavy.
Yeah. Well, it's got all the fuel down here.
Okay.
So for landing, it's not. It's just kind of tall. But here's the thing that I really want. There. Oh, we don't have RCS in this.
Might be important.
Slightly. Here's what I'll do. I'll put these inside instead. Put the batteries inside. Put a pair of monoprop tanks on the outside. Down low, ideally. Where? Under here. Where are they? They're in fuel tanks. I just want 2 of them because we shouldn't need that much. Okay, I guess the game insists on having 4. Hopefully
Why not?
Hopefully this doesn't make
You
it
never have
heavy.
too much fuel.
Yeah, but hopefully nothing explodes / doesn't make this. It doesn't make this too heavy. Oh no, I need to not do that actually. There. Because these are staged in a very certain way. And then I'm gonna add some RCS nozzles. Are they out here? No, they're in control. Where's control? Command and control. Technically, it shouldn't be command. It should just be control, because there are no command modules in there.
Yeah. If anything, those little RCS things could also go in engines.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, can you not do this?
Right there?
No, it wants to attach it to the top of the docking port.
No, don't. No. Maybe if you rebuild the fairing.
Okay, you know what? No! Can I just, like... Will it let me do that? Yes, it'll let me do that.
Oh.
Sticks out a little. Let me do that, though. Okay, wait. What if I just, like, take this off? Nope. What, does it line up perfectly? No. We'll reattach those in a second. There. Okay. Oh, it's gonna do this to me again. Wait, no, that didn't work. Wait, what the hell is that attached to? It's attached to the top of the robotic unit. Oh, these things do line up, like, too perfectly.
What the heck? Oh, damn it.
Okay, you know what? Can I, like, hide truss structure off?
Maybe maybe that did it, because you just told it to not build that stuff.
Nope, it's still
Damn it.
attached. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me take that off. The freaking docking port was attached to it as well. Alright, turn off the interstage nodes. Good, now it'll work. I was like, there's gotta be a setting that'll let me do this. Like, there has to be. Alright, it still fits inside, too. So that's good. We do have to close this. Quick. And then we need to make sure nobody's in it. Nope, Jeb, get out. Oh, the other guy's a scientist. Oh, well, I'm so glad we have the thing now, though. Also, where's the antenna? There's the antenna. Okay, so we're gonna fly this. Hopefully all the staging is still correct. The staging should not have changed, actually. Oh, no, it did. It got messed up. No, click on this, and then 2 of them need to go first. 2 of them need to go before the other ones. Which ones are those? These 2 actually need to go last, but let's separate them, put them up here. Because those 2 and then those 2. I'll explain why later, when it's actually relevant. Alright, so nobody's flying. That's okay. We're gonna save this, because this is just gonna continue to be this, and then we're gonna launch. Alright, so I need to get this out there. TJ, this is gonna be a good exercise on how to get to the moon.
To the moon!
I just wanna. Is there a way to like add in a rover? Because I want to build a rover and put it in the little cargo bay.
Oh yeah, there is. You can build rovers. I don't have wheels, so I can't show you how to right now. But
oh man, because I'm in sandbox, so I'm just kind of like dicking around.
yeah, no, there's like a rover body and some wheels and stuff. All right, and in 3, 2, 1, launch.
That's kind of heavy.
It is heavy. But thankfully nobody's in it, so if I screw up and blow this thing up, everything will be okay. Worst case scenario, we kill Hubner.
Rip Hubner.
Yeah. It's okay, he wasn't part of the space program anyways.
So are you gonna deploy a satellite and then go to the moon?
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly to Mun, where there's a space station. There's a space station with a single Kerbal in it that we rescued, but he needs to be brought all the way back to Kerbin for the contract to be complete. But I also have a contract to plant a flag on Mun. So what I'm going to do is fly this lander, dock it with the station, go and go down to the surface, plant the flag with the Kerbal that's stuck in the station currently, and then fly it out to Minmus, the second moon, where I'll dock it with another ship, because that's also part of a different contract, to dock something around Minmus, and then come back.
Wait, don't you also have to plant a flag on Minmus?
I do have to plant a flag on Minmus, and ideally there'll be enough fuel to do that. If I don't have enough fuel to do that, I'm not going to worry about it, and I'll do it a different time. And while this thing is on the way there, I'll be adjusting the orbits of some satellites. That's why if I could ever, you know, if people don't really want to play modded, but aren't, you know, necessarily strictly wanting to be in vanilla, the mod that I can recommend is Kerbal Alarm Clock, because you can have a bunch of missions running at once and it'll tell you when you need to do certain burns on all the missions.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, there's a lot of stuff up there.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess right now. There's an actual scientific... Have you guys seen Gravity?
Yeah.
You know how,
Yep.
like, there's, you know, satellite hits another satellite and ends up creating this giant, like, wave of debris which comes rushing around and blows everything up. There's an actual name for that. It's called Kessler Syndrome. And it's something that is possible but difficult to replicate in KSP because it doesn't model everything's collisions at once. But it is something that's possible to recreate in KSP. And I love the idea of just being, you know, just flying around, and then there's a giant piece of, you know, there's a piece of debris that comes out of nowhere and blows the ship up.
That'd be free. Like, you're just trying to put something in orbit, and then all of a sudden it just gets owned by a rogue satellite.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, and as much as I hate, you know, killing Kerbals by accident and stuff like that, I'm not Danny. I love the idea of something just going catastrophically wrong and having to deal with that situation. Like, half of Kerbal Space Program is accidentally putting yourself in situations that you have to work yourself out of. You know, like stranding someone on Mun with not enough fuel to get back or something.
Getting them stuck in orbit.
Yep. Accidentally launching someone around the sun when you didn't need to do that.
That's what TJ did.
Everybody has those moments.
TJ sent somebody in a huge orbit, like a planet's orbit around the sun.
Yeah, it was an accident.
The 11-year-old kid that I tutored did that because we were taking a break from doing math and he wanted to play Kerbal. And, you know, I bet him that he couldn't make orbit, and he made orbit around the sun, which sort of counts. I need to be paying attention here. So, if you're... I'm going to right-click on that so that it shows up all the time. If it's going down, then you need to pitch up more. Theoretically, I think, right? Or is it the other way around? No, it's just going down because we're past that point, and this rocket doesn't have a lot of acceleration. So, but theoretically, if you have a rocket with good acceleration, you can keep that balanced by, if it's going down, point it up. If it's going up, point a little more down, and your apoapsis will more or less stay in the same place. And that's how you make a nice circular orbit, by just balancing that.
T-minus 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah. So, if it's going up, point more up. If it's going down, point more down. See, I got it spot on to where we were.
Mm-hmm.
More or less. Oh, and we're out. So, next stage. And we're in orbit now. Let's get it.
Yeah.
We're able to circular. There we go. We're in orbit.
Whoa, what's that blue one?
That is where they want us to put it. Oh, it actually marks which probe. Okay. So we have a relay to the Kerbal Space Center. We're going to drop the ferry now. I wish we had some lights. What have we got in terms of electric charge? Alright, we are sapping it, but we should have enough solar panels on this thing that we won't run out. We won't accidentally point it in a direction where there will be a problem. Okay, so to get to Mun, let's turn off everything that isn't us. We are a lander. So if you right-click, it only shows you what you were moused over up there on that bar. Alright, so Mun is there. we need to go at a 90-degree angle to it, so we need to expand this side of the orbit, which means we need to fire on this side.
You have to be over there on your periaps.
Which is good. It's actually best to burn at periaps. Just for efficiency's sake, because of something called the Oberth effect, which means that if you are going faster, your rockets are more efficient. I'm not entirely sure why, but you shouldn't ask me as to why. You should ask like an astrophysicist. Alright, so this is going that way. We're going to be coming by that way. That's exactly what we want. This is such a low station. I need to boost that station's orbit.
It really is.
It's like scraping the surface.
Okay, so how do you tell if you have an intercept?
It'll do this.
Like, cause I see that, and then it goes all wonky.
Well, see, what this is showing, and I want to focus back on Kerbin, if it'll let me. Nope. But, so we expanded it, and this is, once you've got maneuver notes and everything, once you've upgraded your tracking station. So you'll hit this, and that is a Mun encounter, which means when you mouse over it, it shows you where the Mun will be at that moment. And
look at it. Okay.
So, yeah. And so then you'll go straight from here to here, because this is all relative to the Mun.
Mm-hmm.
Relative to Mun. So it'll be there, or when you encounter it, the Mun will be there. When you leave it, Mun will be there. So you'll swing by it. It's something that's a little difficult to wrap your head around until you see it, but that's what's going to happen. And so that's an encounter, and then we'll encounter Mun, and then be flung off, because if you don't do anything, you'll just be flung off. And then you'll end up in this orbit. In the end.
Oh, okay, now I see it.
Okay, so this is in 11 minutes, so I'm not going to go do something else in the meantime. I'm just going to send this thing out.
To the moon. Shut up, phone.
At least you only have one. Come on.
It's blim 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 blim.
Alright.
Or when they all go off at once.
Right, there we go. I used time warp to stop the rotation. I could have sat there and worked it out, but
I do that all the time now.
yeah, it's just a cheap and dirty trick. If you want to be totally legit, I guess you wouldn't do it, but it's
goodbye, goodbye, Kerbal.
Well, no, we're still in orbit. It's still right there.
Oh,
We're just
I
going
thought you were
in
doing the. I thought you were doing the month thing.
We are, but we haven't burned yet. So we're in orbit. So we're going to be circling forever and ever and ever on this little blue track. But now that we're here, turn.
Also, I
see.
heard somewhere that as soon as you see your target over the horizon, like if you're trying to go to the moon, as soon as you see it come over the horizon, if you start burning, you'll get there.
Yeah, and that's a cheap and dirty way to do it. That's the way people used to do it before maneuver notes were a thing. Which was a long, long time ago and before I started playing the game. I thankfully never had to deal with that. So, we're burning in this direction, we're counting down the meters per second of the delta V, which is change in velocity. And once this hits 0, we're going to be pretty much on the track that we wanted to be on. But we need to make sure we didn't screw up a little bit, because we are very, very close to crashing into the lunar surface. Oops, a little bit more. There we go. 0.3 meters per second on such a long burn. Just fine. Oh, alright, so we're going to burn a little bit more. Alright, 16,000. That's pretty close to the orbit of our space station.
Yeah.
So, that's fine. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go and change the orbits of the relays that we have to change.
The Empire relays?
Yeah, so we have to change the orbit of the Empire itself, which is listed as a relay. But this is it. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch to because that thing's going to be flying on its own now. We don't need to worry about it. So this is the Empire. We've got to get it in a different orbit, which is actually pretty damn close to the orbit we've currently got it in.
It looks like you literally just have to change the angle of it just a little bit.
So we're going to be hitting actually the ascending node right here, which is the point at which they intersect in terms of angle. They might not actually intersect, but in this case they do. Alright, so that's the wrong way. This up and down is how you change the orbit. That's a 13 meters per second change in burn. I'm not sure if it's... Yeah, so we're still going the right way, which is nice. It is very, very close to what we've currently got, but Command of Empire 1, reach the designated orbit, inclination 1 degrees, blah blah blah. Alright, so we've got to spin this thing around, which is going to be a pain because it's got, like, nothing. It has just that for power. Uh-oh. Okay, we do actually have 2 solar panels on this. 16 minutes till the burn.
And this is going to be a small burn.
It's going to be very small. I'm actually concerned with my ability to properly execute it because of how small it's going to be. I'm going to go this way. But, yeah, no, an 11.8 meter per second burn, that's nothing. And so I'm just going to tap the throttle. Okay, never mind. We've got a pretty weak engine. Alright, there we go. Close enough. Let's see if that did it. Alright, we reached the designated orbit. Now we're just going to maintain stability for 10 seconds.
9, 10, yeah!
Alright, so there's one contract done for today. It didn't even take off anything because the reputation gains were so low from that. Okay, so we're going to leave this here because it's still got a solar panel pointed in the right direction.
That was so hard to do.
That was so incredibly simple. Okay, next. This one. Switch to. Now this one might be a little bit trickier, but I'm not sure. This one still has some fuel left, not as much as the other one did, that's for sure. But we need to hit the descending node and then even things out. Here's the question. Are we... Alright, so yeah, we're still flying in the right direction. What the hell was that? Oh, it's just my phone. I need to... So here's the thing. Where do our orbits actually... They don't really actually intersect. They intersect here at the ascending and descending node. But other than that, they don't intersect all that much. So it's like it's close, but it's not good enough. It's not... I can't just do this in one burn. I think I have to do it in 2. So the first thing will be getting it on the right angle. There, that's more or less lined up. And then, as something else, I could line up the periapsis. Nope, wrong way. There. And the apoapsis is going to be too high. But that's okay, because what we'll do is we'll swoop around to the periapsis. And then, change the apoapsis.
Just shrink it down.
Yeah. Where is, by the way, where is... Here it is. There's the elephant too. It's coming for us. We're gonna meet it. Alright, so 1 hour until. By the way, here's a nice conversion. Actually, I don't know all of the conversions. Obviously, hour, second, minute are the same in this solar system because those are just units of measurement that are based on, something completely unrelated. However, the important thing to note is that a Kerbal day is 6 hours. So it's not a 24-hour day. And a Kerbal year, I think, is like 116 days. Oh. Alright, spin. Spin move. What has this got on it for solar panels? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come over here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so periapsis is in the right place. Ascending node is 0. Once we get to the periapsis, our orbit is wider than it needs to be. So we're going to break it down a little bit. So we're going to burn in the opposite direction of our travel, which is retrograde.
Retrograde.
Retrograde. Come on, this way. And then hopefully we'll get it in the right spot. Let's open up the contract so that we can see. Boom, there we go. Reached the designated orbit, now I just need to maintain stability. Piece of cake. Where are the... Okay, there's a solar panel pointed right at the sun.
Save Hubder Kerman.
Yeah. Alright, so we got one science for that. Whoop-de-doo. Save Hubder Kerman. Okay, so next thing we have to do is get another ship on its way to Minmus. So let's go back to the Space Center. We're going to be picking up one person. I think we're going to be picking up one person. So we can fly 2 other people out in order to give them XP. So, back to the VAB. I'm going to be honest. I'm not 100% confident that the Elephant 2 can manage this. But we're going to see, and if it gets stranded, then we'll just go rescue it.
So maybe you need another rocket.
We need more boosters is what we need. Elephant 3, I mean. Elephant 3. I'm not sure if the Elephant 3 is going to be able to manage this, but it should be able to. Oh, here's what I'm going to do. Here's the other...
I believe that we will win.
Here's the other change that I have to make. Get rid of the parachute. And on top... Keep it docking port. Hopefully that will be passable. Like, hopefully I'll be able to do that and not cause too much drag. And then the other thing I need is utility parts. So I need 3 of these, because that's the best arrangement for these guys on this capsule. Oh, hopefully that's not blocked. There. Let's see. Nothing concerning about this vessel. Alright, sweet.
Nice.
We're covering the flag slightly, but that's okay. So this thing needs to get up there. Once again, I hope that's not too much. Actually, here's what I'll do.
You could probably put... like a... Okay, that works. And then put a nose cone on there.
Yep. Aerodynamics.
It looks like it's got a little clown hat.
It's got a dunce cap on, is what it's got.
That's what you should name it, the dunce one.
The dunce.
No.
With dunce cap.
Yeah, this thing was just designed to get into orbit and then pick up crew that was coming back from Mun and then bring them back down. Let's see, what have we got to put on the crew? Okay, I don't want all 3 of you.
Look at all those tourists.
Yeah, I know, I have to deal with all these guys. Let's see, this has a remote control unit, right? Yes. Okay. That's all I really want right now. Because both of the pilots have tons of XP. So I'm just... Actually, no. I'll have Valentina as the pilot.
Bill Kerman.
Can I share my... Can I... I made the space shuttle.
Good job.
Watching Ellis, don't share your screen.
I didn't.
Alright, everything else should be fine. Oh yeah, so this is the dunce cap is gonna blow off when we drop this. So that's okay.
That's okay.
Docking
by
port
then you
used,
should be out of the atmosphere.
Docking port used as decoupler. Wait, I still can decouple. Hold on. Remember how I said the other day I could decouple anything
Yes.
from a docking port? This will be fine. I don't need that decoupler there taking up room. Okay. So we're gonna fly this thing.
This is freaking hilarious.
So most beautiful thing I've ever created. Honestly, I've done so much worse. I've done.
Do you know where the Do you know where the
I need to test something. Alright, yeah, I can still decouple. Alright. And that works. I do need to make sure this works. Yep.
Do you know where the
Alright.
the rover body is?
Nope.
Is it in utility parts? I don't know. Have you found the wheels?
Yeah, they're in ground.
There's a ground tab? Alright, so I'm gonna use the launch pad to launch. Elephant. Wait, how come we have two of these? Wait, why do we have two of these?
I don't know, but I mean it's
Whatever.
the same rocket.
Bye, Jeb.
Yeah, we'll just try to do this.
Go up here.
Bye, Jeb.
Alright. And that's the mission flag. And launched vessel. So we're just picking up hub there.
But are you actually going to the moon
We're going to Minmus.
with this?
Yes.
No, I'm good, thanks.
Dang.
Yeah. It's actually not that much more Delta V. Alright. And in 3, 2, 1, launch. Look at all the smoke that comes out of the, I don't know, I forget what you call them. But they actually
The
work.
channels.
Yeah. There's an actual name for it because it's NASA. They name everything. Valentine looks very excited. Bill looks nervous.
Yes, he does. He's like, yeah! And he's over there like,
How you doing, Bill? Alright, so we're gonna try... We're not accelerating at 2 Gs yet, but that's kind of the max I want to do. For efficiency's sake. So I'm gonna try and keep it down to there, at least until we get out of the lower part of the atmosphere. That's how... That's why, or that's something to keep an eye on when you're burning up... Or when you're burning off the launch pad, and you end up, like, getting either the re-entry effects or the Mach effects on your ship. It's like, well, you're probably accelerating a little bit quickly, because that much drag will do a number on your fuel efficiency.
yeah.
What is that? Oh, it's the grasshopper. It's like the original.
That's like the first thing.
It's the first thing I launched. And the debris just stays. I love that. I think I turned up my amount of persistent debris to unlimited. So everything that comes off the ship that doesn't burn up in the atmosphere or get smashed on the ground or get recovered will just sit there forever. Oh, we're accelerating. We haven't switched to orbit mode yet. Alright, we're getting up there, though. Oh, now we've got re-entry effects. Slow it down. Probably because we've turned over so much. Like, we really had a heck of a gravity turn this time instead of just a normal launch. Alright, we're going to run out of fuel on these outer stages. Alright, and then drop them. Bye-bye.
That's always so cool. I love how things just fall back like that.
0 G.
I mean, you're not in 0 G yet.
No. But, I mean, it's just really how 0 G works. You're just falling at the same speed as everything around you.
Yeah.
Alright, so I can turn off Fizz Warp.
I want to go into space and like spill water
Mm-hmm.
or fluid.
It all forms
And then-
into a little ball because of surface
And
tension.
Yeah, and then I want to suck it out of the.
That's awesome. Actually, I think like on the ISS they'll have the ball of fluid and they'll just stick a straw in it.
Yeah, that's what. That's what I wanted to do.
You know, I think it was Pornhub was trying to raise money to do like a 0G porno.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
When you nut in space.
I went right past the Apple apps. This is not gonna be great.
Zero G porno. Oh my god.
It'd be amazing. Oh, no, we're down. We're up. Come on,
boobies would
Valentina,
be
you
all
got this.
footy. You can do it.
If it's going down, go more up. If it's going up, go more down. That's how you keep your orbit circular when you're on the way up.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I need to work on.
Yeah, you end up with like, you know, with like this or something.
Yeah.
Just these giant wonky orbits. And I know,
And then-
and sometimes I just don't care and end up with them anyways. You know, like 100 by 500k orbits.
You're just like, it's in orbit, good enough.
These two are almost perfectly, like, look at them.
Except one looks way, I think one's way faster.
Well, one is farther away, so it's gonna be.
60.
Oh no.
Oh, damn. So close.
That's okay. I'll just boost it up a little bit. We do once again have a really wonky orbit now. There we go. But 145 by 70. That's almost a 2-to-1 eccentricity. That's not ideal. Where's the other capsule that we have out? It says as a hub doors. What am I gonna do with that? Mark it as debris.
Leave it.
No, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to mark it as debris. Alright, so here's how you rendezvous with something that's not as easy to rendezvous with. Right-click, set as target. And then
Mine.
you have to sort of guesstimate where it's gonna end up. I'm gonna try right here. The only issue is, it's at a, it orbits at an angle.
Yeah. Oh.
No, that was not it at all. Alright, I have to come more this way. It orbits so slowly. That's the issue.
Oh, dang.
Nope, that is
there was-
that is out of the thing.
Was that something?
Oh, it's between there and the other right there. It's between those two marks. Because actually this is probably not a bad. Oh, yeah, so right about there I'll try it. Because when it's gonna be it's gonna be over there, so I need to go farther this way. But the issue is it's getting farther away, as in its not its eccentricity, it's the fact that its orbit is crooked is screwing it up. So here's what I need to do. I need to create a node over here. Second node. I need to go up. Alright, so now it's beating me there. So now I need to adjust this again. This thing is such a... Minmus can be such a pain to get to. A little bit further. Okay, now we're getting pretty close. So it's still beating me. So I still need to get further ahead of it. Okay, that is a lunar intercept.
That's Mun.
That's not what I need right now. That is actually fairly close, though. So we're getting somewhere. The other problem is Minmus is tiny and has a very small gravitational sphere of influence.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really tough to get an intercept. Just because it's so small. Where is it now? It's still barely beating us. We need to go out there a little bit later. Oh, there it is.
Yeah!
So that is not a good intercept, but it is one. I'll do the rest of the adjustments here. Alright, so that said it was 92K. So that's fine by me.
A 1 minute burn?
Yeah, to get out there in the first place.
Ouch.
That's not terrible.